Alright, so for this battle, what I'm going to do is initially, I'm going to have Leon come over here, chivalry up. The expectation is a debuff defense on this Langrisser, which happened. And then I'm going to have Leon attack this Mistdancer and just move back. With that done, I'm now going to have Iris use Lv70 the Iris to teleport Elwin to the left. And then Elwin will smoothly finish off the Mistdancer with Frontal Assault, which will also buff up his defense. Finally, I'm going to have Bernhardt faction buff up, and then Hein will attack with a fireball on the Langrisser General to chop down as many heavy centurions as possible with the fixed damage from the firebrand snipers. Elwin, who has a lot of buffs, will tank the hits from the gargoyle successfully. And I'm gonna get decayed here. And finally, Leon tanks a hit from the Langrisser. Now, this part only worked because of how strong my Leon is, right? My Leon has 12,349 hit points, and he barely survived that. And that's with Hein attacking with firebrand snipers to weaken this Langrisser General. So this is a requirement, a strong Leon with a good amount of hit points, and of course, fairly upgraded angels. Right? But if you can tank that, then this strategy will work. If you can't tank that, then you'll have problems. Also, I should mention that sometimes this succubus will instead use will use Reaper's Touch on Iris. If that happens, you're screwed. Long story short, if that happens, you're gonna have to restart, because Iris cannot get Reaper's Touch for this strategy that I'm using anyways. So, in any case though, moving on, let's continue the fight. So I need to continue to stay outside of the range of the Sheikah Mage, which means the only real way of doing so is to have Bernhardt shield bash this gargoyle. So Dark Thorns fixed damage, Rupture fixed damage will weaken it significantly, and it should allow Elwin to kill it off with Sword Soul. I'm going to have Iris shift over and heal up Leon after this. So first, Elwin is going to Sword Soul the gargoyle, which has been stunned. So I take no retaliation damage, and I get the pretty much shield to full. And then Iris is going to run over and heal up Leon, so that Leon can run north and assault the succubus. And I'll place Leon here, where he gets to heal up twice from Chivalry and Iris's healing buff. And finally, I'm still outside of the range of all these enemies, so Hein can run north and teleport himself north, getting out of range of all those enemies successfully. So now Leon, with some healed up angels, should be able to tank this hits from the succubus. And Iris will tank a hit from the Langrisser General. So Reaper's Touch is never used anymore because my healer is so far away with all my other characters blocking the succubus from reaching Iris. Alright, so let's move on. At this point, I just need to finish off these two. And, well, Elwin has no choice but to attack the Lancer General due to mobility issues. Right. Iris will choose to teleport herself north. Dolly. So I'm going to place her right here and heal up these other characters a bit. And this will also allow me to attack the succubus, Bernhardt, and Leon. The Leon attack is a bit iffy. I'm not sure he can survive this, but I'm going to give it a try. He does. The angels absorb all the damage. So there we go. So now I just need to pull the Sheikah Mage to me while keeping these guys' attention. So I'm just going to leave Hein where he is. And Elwin will finish off the Lancer General. So what's next? So time to try to pull these guys to me. And the easiest way of doing that is probably to offer... It's probably to force them to come to me. Well, gonna have to regroup first. Right. And there's lots of time. So I'm not going to rush this. Because if I force it and I pull the catapult or whatever, that's not going to be a good thing. Especially since this Lancer General should be using Lance Phalanx again. So let's relax a little, hang a little bit back, get my characters healed up, you know. All right. So. Mostly as planned. Let's have Hein teleport himself all the way back to the south. And then as long as I avoid the AoE attack, I'm ready to engage. So, faction buff, and here we go. Alright, so this is the critical turn, because I need to be able to weaken these three enemies as much as I can. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start with Iris, Goddess left hand, applying guard disable on the Lancer General. Then Bernhardt can shield bash and stun the Sheikah Mage, like taking him out of the fight. So then as long as Leon Does the chivalry and assault on the Minotaurs, I should be fine. So let's have Hein fireball down the remaining Minotaurs. Bernhardt will shield bash. And Elwin is going to melee attack the Lancer General to weaken it. Elwin. So Bernhardt tanks the hit from the catapults, Elwin tanks the hit from the Lancer General. We are good to go. So at this point, 3 enemies left. What I need to do is finish off the Lancer General to start. So let's heal up Bernhardt for his 2 attack. So now Bernhardt can melee strike, which will hit the Lancer General, and Rupture will finish it off. Then Elwin is going to frontal assault the Sheikah Mage. Killing that off. And then Leon can charge the catapult. And I guess retreat. And Hein, I'm just going to have him toss out Meteor. So that way, Elwin, who's at full hit points, will now tank the nether hits. Catapults who lost the catapult soldiers is no longer a threat in terms of killing anyone. So now the battle is over. There we go. So, this strategy definitely relies on some luck on turn 1, and it requires a Leon that is strong enough to tank the hit against the Lancers. But if you have those 2 requirements, then this works out very well. And in terms of, I guess I'll quickly go over my party's equipment because it may make a difference for you guys. So once again, Iris, right? Goddess left hand and a goddess tier. Okay. Goddess left hand definitely played a role in terms of disabling guard. Okay. Hein, not much to say. He has a pair of speed boots, a Charon, alchemy robe, and a blue moon. Okay. Bernhardt, he has a broken set because I needed to fit in speed boots. So you can see there's a wind cutter dagger of all things, speed boots, and then a carbon fiber armor and carbon fiber helmet. Not sure if these 2 were a good idea, to be honest, but yeah. I mean, if you have you could just as easily give him, you know, a Seal Guardian or whatever if you have one with a good enchant. I really don't, so I just threw whatever I had, which in this case was a wind cutter dagger. You know, it just made more sense to bring than the Balance Blade. Speed boots, I should mention, is only level 10, but they were just here to give him the extra mobility, so it worked out. And then Elwin and Leon. Leon has his usual set of gear, Seal Guardian and Ace's armor, Vampire Mask, and Winged Shin Guards, right? And Elwin has Ragnarok and Ace's armor, Chief's helmet, and finally, a Slayer's emblem. And there we have it. So those were the 5 characters I used for this battle, and it just worked out. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you in clearing this battle. I have to say, my strategy is very finicky, especially on turn 1. You may have to restart turn 1 multiple times before you get a situation where this occurs, with Reaper's Touch not hitting Iris, for example. But if it does happen, the battle's quite straightforward. So, on that note, Nitro out.